un hombre perseguido por la mafia, la protección de la policía no es suficiente. Brandon Lee, Juego Rápido. Vívela por Cinecanal.
Este fin de semana, vive historias intensas. El viernes, Morgan Freeman desenreda los hilos de un plan maestro, Telaraña. El sábado, Nicolas Cage y Penélope Cruz se enamoran en el campo de batalla. La mandolina del Capitán Corelli. Y el domingo, Will Smith tiene la fuerza y el talento de un campeón. Muhammad Ali, segunda función. Este fin de semana, vive Hollywood, vive Cinecanal.
Traicionó a su país.
We've targeted a particular officer of theirs who's had access to the bomb.
7 classified and top secret documents.
Robert P. Hansen, alleged to have been spying for the Russians.
Freeze!
Traicionó a su familia.
Selling information to the Soviets.
Se traicionó a sí mismo.
Well, I have to pay a terrible price.
William Hurt, maestro del espionaje. La historia de Robert Hansen. Vívela por Cinecanal.
I love you.
Un secreto que lastima.
Is your name Ron Chapman?
Un rostro que no teme.
Rumor has it that you're the best.
What do you want?
Una verdad que mata.
Listen, the witnesses were murdered.
Ashley Jones. Morgan Freeman.
You're the only one who knows who I am.
Crimen en primer grado. Estreno el lunes 23 de febrero. Vive Cinecanal.
Who among you will be the next Einstein?
Gentlemen, meet John Nash.
Esta noche, en un planeta hostil, un asesino se siente como en casa. Ben Diesel, eclipse mortal. Luego, la inteligencia y el glamour se unen en un solo nombre, Reese Witherspoon, legalmente rubia. Y más tarde, William Hurt protagoniza el drama real que hizo temblar al FBI, maestro del espionaje, la historia de Robert Hansen. Esta noche vive Hollywood, vive Cinecanal. Cinecanal es Hollywood y febrero, el mes de la fiesta más deslumbrante. Para vivir el Oscar solo tienes que entrar a nuestra página web, contestar esta pregunta y elegir a tus favoritos de este año. Si consigues el mayor número de aciertos, ganarás un viaje de $3,500 para visitar el spa 5 estrellas que elijas en cualquier lugar del mundo. En febrero entra a cinecanal.com, vive la emoción del Oscar y siéntete como una estrella. Vive Hollywood, vive Cinecanal.
Un hombre perseguido por la mafia, la protección de la policía no es suficiente. Brandon Lee, Juego Rápido. Vívela por Cinecanal.
When I met Michael Mann, prior to that I could never see the road. I couldn't see how I could become Muhammad Ali. I couldn't see how I could make my voice. I couldn't see how I could make my body. And then Michael Mann said to me, I will create the curriculum that will allow you to be Muhammad Ali. And for the first time, I could see the road. Now, it was a jagged, horrible, uphill road with mud in the rain after it had just snowed. But I could at least see it. And we shook hands and said, you know what, we'll give it a shot. And that day we began with step one, the physical. Getting into physical conditioning is absolutely straight down the middle, the prime target for dealing with all of the other aspects. To learn to think like a fighter, to eat like a fighter, to sleep like a fighter, to assess situations in life like a fighter.
We train a year, just over a year, 6 hours a day. We do road work in the morning at 6 o'clock, box between 11:30 and 12 o'clock, meet again for fight film classroom around 3, and then strength training around 5. When he first came to me, he was roughly 189 pounds. Now he was tipping the scales at 222. His bench press was somewhere around 175. Now his bench press is 365 pounds. Let's slow everything down, get it right, and then we can move it back to our
My trainer said, okay, we're not approaching this like an actor. We're approaching this like a fighter. You need to think like a fighter. So the way that you're going to think like a fighter is I'm going to put my gloves on right now, and you're going to put your gloves on, and when the bell rings, I'm coming to bash your head in.
Muhammad Ali. Este mes, vive Hollywood, vive Cinecanal.
Para un hombre perseguido por la mafia, la protección de la policía no es suficiente. Brandon Lee, Juego Rápido. Vívela por Cinecanal.
I think we should break up.
What?
I need someone serious.
Rechazada.
Seriously in love with you.
Reemplazada.
I'm his fiance. I'm sorry, I just hallucinated.
Pero dispuesta
This is the type of girl that Warner wants to marry. A law student.
a usar su cerebro
You have a resume? It's pink.
And it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra.
y su cabellera.
What?
Reese Witherspoon, legalmente rubia. Vívela por Cinecanal.
Para las mujeres con el corazón hecho pedazos. Para las solitarias y las soñadoras. Para todas las enamoradas del amor. Este sábado, los besos están asegurados. 6 citas románticas al mejor estilo de Hollywood. Amores de película, el día de San Valentín. Vívelos por Cinecanal.
Para un hombre perseguido por la mafia, la protección de la policía no es suficiente. Brandon Lee, Juego Rápido. Vívela por Cinecanal.
El 28 y 29 de febrero, vive una fiesta deslumbrante. Cinecanal celebra 2 días con lo mejor del Oscar y cierra el evento en grande. El día de la premiación verás 2 estrenos súper exclusivos. Una mente brillante, ganadora de 4 premios de la Academia. El pasado nos condena. Oscar a la mejor actriz. Y mientras los disfrutas sin interrupciones, sabrás quiénes son los ganadores de este año. Una fiesta deslumbrante. El fin de semana del Oscar. Vive lo mejor de Hollywood. Vive Cinecanal.
Your life is yours to create.
The core idea of it is a very old idea of mine, probably 20 years old.
Yeah, maybe I only exist in your mind. Still just as real as anything else.
It kind of takes place in this sort of mindscape.
Seems like everyone's sleepwalking through their waking state or wake-walking through their dreams.
What we had to do was create a DV feature.
Take one.
Take one. It was conceived, rehearsed, cast, shot in the way you would a normal film, with the exception of we were shooting with, digital cameras with a small crew. It was very exciting to be shooting somebody and, even live action, anticipating what they'll look like at the end of the day.
It's different from traditional animation. Obviously, it's on the computer. It still involves a lot of hand drawing, and I'm just trying to keep the elements of traditional animation that are creative and are valuable. You can use this software to do animation without any underlying video. I think it's actually more fun to use an underlying video because it's just very pleasing, I think, for people to recognize their very real motion and real expressions, but then have this added layer of an artist's sensibility or their style.
You have a mosquito. Do you want me to get it for you? You got it.
I had great faith in the image. Like, it's interesting enough to look at. Like, even if you don't like what they're saying, it's still a fascinating visual experience.
So just wake up.
Despertando a la vida. Este mes, vive Cinecanal.
Who among you will be the next Einstein?
Gentlemen, meet John Nash.
Para un hombre perseguido por la mafia, la protección de la policía no es suficiente. Brandon Lee, Juego Rápido. Vívela por Cinecanal.